Forget the Bermuda Triangle. The true black hole of our planet isn't in the ocean. It is right here, on American soil. This is a place where reality seems to fracture, a place that doesn't just kill, it erases. Since 1988, more than 16,000 people have vanished in this region. That is twice the national average for missing persons. Here, it is not just lone hikers who disappear. Military aircraft vanish in mid-flight. High-ranking politicians dissolve into thin air, despite the largest search operations in history. What is happening in this frozen wasteland? Is it magnetic anomalies that drive instruments insane? Is it ancient predators that science refuses to acknowledge? Or is the land itself simply hungry? Welcome to the Alaska Triangle, the place that never gives its victims back. Alaska is not just another state. It is, effectively, another planet. It is immense. If you placed a map of Alaska over the lower 48 states, it would stretch from Florida to California. And almost all of this territory is untamed wilderness. No roads, no cities, just millions of square miles of forest, mountain, and ice. The Alaska Triangle covers a vast area, anchored by 3 points: Juneau in the southeast, Anchorage in the south-central, and Barrow way up north on the Arctic coast. It is a region of staggering beauty and absolute indifference to human life. Nature here does not forgive mistakes. One wrong turn, one sudden shift in the weather, and you become a statistic. And the statistics here are terrifying. On average, about 2,000 people are reported missing in Alaska every single year. Of course, many are found, alive or dead. But there is a percentage, a chilling percentage of people who are never found. No trace, no scrap of clothing. It is as if the earth simply opened up and swallowed them whole. Locals and search teams know the truth. If you are lost in the triangle, time is running out faster than anywhere else on Earth. Skeptics will always say, of course people get lost. It is the wilderness. It is cold. There are bears. And they are right. Many cases can be explained by natural causes, but there are cases that defy all logic. Cases that prove something more than just bad weather is at work in the triangle. The story that proved this to the world happened on October 16, 1972. On board a private Cessna 310 aircraft were 4 men. The primary passenger was Hale Boggs, the majority leader of the United States House of Representatives. At that moment, he was one of the most powerful men in America. Flying with him were Congressman Nick Begich, his aide, and an experienced pilot named Don Jones. They departed from Anchorage, heading to Juneau. The flight should have taken about 3 hours. The weather was not perfect, but it was considered acceptable for flying in Alaska. They never arrived. What happened next became the largest search and rescue operation in United States history. America could not just lose a man like Hale Boggs. For 39 days, over 40 military aircraft, 50 civilian planes, hundreds of boats, and thousands of people combed every square meter of the flight path. They used the most advanced technology available, including thermal imaging and high-altitude spy planes. They surveyed an area of 325,000 square miles. That is larger than the state of Texas. The result? Zero. Not a single piece of wreckage. No oil slick on the water. No emergency beacon signal. A plane carrying 4 people, including one of the nation's leaders, had simply evaporated. How is this possible? Even if a plane crashes into water or slams into a mountain, there is always debris. Always. But not in the Alaska Triangle. This story served as proof to the world. Here, your status, your money, and your technology mean absolutely nothing. The disappearance of Hale Boggs cracked open Pandora's box. Pilots who had flown over this region for years began to speak out. They told stories of strange phenomena in the skies above the triangle, compasses spinning wildly, radio communications cutting out for no reason, electronics simply shutting down. One of the leading theories is rooted in electromagnetism. Some researchers propose the existence of 12 vile vortices on Earth. These are areas where extreme magnetic and energetic anomalies occur. The Bermuda Triangle is one. The Alaska Triangle is another. Alaska sits very close to the Earth's magnetic pole. The magnetic field here is inherently unstable. Add to this massive underground deposits of iron ore and buried volcanic activity, and you have the perfect storm for navigational chaos. Pilots describe a phenomenon known as electronic fog. Clouds that appear out of nowhere, seeming to attach themselves to the aircraft, causing instruments to read nonsense. Some witnesses claim to have experienced missing time inside these zones. They report flying hundreds of miles in mere minutes, or conversely, feeling suspended in time. Could the Alaska Triangle be a place where the fabric of our reality is thinner, where natural magnetic fields create something akin to portals? It sounds like science fiction, but how else do you explain the disappearance of a massive military transport plane, a Douglas C-54, in 1950? 44 people were on board. No trace, no wreckage, again. But if you ask the indigenous peoples of Alaska, the Tlingit and Athabaskan, who have lived here for thousands of years, they will not speak to you of magnetic fields. They will tell you that these lands are cursed, and that creatures live here that hunt human beings. The most terrifying legend of the Triangle is the Kushtaka. In the Tlingit language, it translates to land otter man. These are not merely animals, they are shapeshifters, malevolent spirits. Legends say the Kushtaka can mimic the cry of a baby, or the scream of a woman crying for help, to lure travelers deeper into the woods or closer to the water's edge. They appear to lost people in the guise of friends or trusted relatives offering help. But their goal is to drag the victim into their world, trapping their soul. To modern ears, this sounds like a dark fairy tale. But why, then, do experienced hunters still refuse to enter certain valleys within the Triangle? Why do search party reports so often mention strange, non-human tracks near the last known locations of the missing? Are the Kushtaka simply a metaphor? An ancient way of explaining the terrifying effects of hypothermia, when the freezing brain begins to hallucinate before death? Or is there something truly primal hidden in these forests, something we have forgotten? We live in an era where we believe the entire planet is mapped. We carry GPS in our pockets. We believe we have tamed the natural world. The Alaska Triangle is a freezing, brutal reminder that this is an illusion. Here, at the edge of civilization, we do not make the rules. Is it magnetic anomalies? Is it ancient spirits? Or is it simply the ruthless combination of lethal cold, impossible terrain, and wild predators? Perhaps it is all of them at once. The truth is, Alaska knows how to keep a secret. It buries them under hundreds of feet of snow, inside the deep crevasses of glaciers, and at the bottom of frozen lakes. 16,000 people have entered this triangle and never returned. And as you watch this video, somewhere out there in the white silence, that list is likely growing by one more name, remaining unfound.